So, Stade Francais versus Leicester Tigers, round two of the Champions Cup. An away trip to Paris. Would have loved to have been there, but unfortunately not to be. But a chance to probably secure our knockout position. I'd think 2 wins in the group would probably be enough. But yeah, if we can somehow get a win this afternoon, I feel like we probably will have secured knockout stages. But it's going to be a absolutely massive test. Obviously, last week they had quite a bad loss against Sale, but we all know French teams are very different away from home compared to at home. I think they're fifth in the top 14, had a good home win against Toulouse, their last home game. I think that shows what a class team they are this season. So yeah, it's going to be a super difficult challenge, but a challenge I'm sure McKellar and the team are absolutely relishing. I think he always talks about making memories in those post-match chat. This would be a fabulous away win, similar to that one in against Bordeaux two years ago. But yeah, it's going to be a tough test, but I'm sure we're completely up for it and we'll be confident, especially after the last few weeks that we've obviously performed well, got some good wins, we've got a bit of momentum. Yeah, why not? Why not? Onto the teams itself. Tigers gone for a bit of rotation. I think I personally was expecting it, and I'm very happy with the selection he's gone for. Bit of rotation, but still a very strong team. Backline's gone for Brown, Watson, Kelly, Catter, Hassel-Collins, Shilcock and Whiteley. Obviously the headline there is Anthony Watson back in a Tigers jersey. Yeah, it's just absolutely brilliant to see, isn't it? Been warming up the last 2 home games. Obviously McKellar not feeling he was fully fit yet, but obviously feel he's ready for this challenge. He's just special, isn't he? When he's fully fit, he's one of the best wingers in the world. Just has that bright spark, can make something happen from absolutely nothing. Him and Hassel-Collins on the wings is just probably some of the best pairing wings we've had in years, absolute years. Those two are just absolutely electric. Have Mark Brown at the back as well, just so solid. He's been super reliable for us this season. Jamie Shilcock in the 10 jersey. Obviously Pollard has been absolutely fabulous these last few weeks, part of the reason our form has changed around, but every time Jamie Shilcock has put the jersey on this season, he's been really impressive. So good to see him get another start in the 10 jersey. And Whiteley, I think, has been very good off the bench these last few weeks as well. So good that he's got the start. Into the pack, Cronin, Vanes, Hayes, Martin, Carter, Liebenberg, Rogerson, Hatherall. Obviously the main one there is Gorgeous George Martin, back playing for us. Obviously got that injury in the semi-final. Loss against South Africa at the World Cup, and he was absolutely phenomenal that day. So hopefully we can see that sort of performance in a Tigers jersey. He's solidified himself as England's second row. He's just, absolutely brilliant. Going to be great to see him in the pack again for us. Archie Vaines getting his first Champions Cup appearance rather. As I said a few weeks ago, it's just brilliant to see academy players stepping up to the first team. It's a huge game for him, but I'm sure an opportunity he'll relish. I'm sure he'll perform well. He's done super well in the limited amount of appearances he's had. And to have someone like Cronin and Hayes either side of him, lots of experience. Yeah, super happy to see him given the opportunity in the hooker position. And then Carl Hatherall getting his first start for a few months now, maybe 3 months. Obviously came off the bench last week. Visa rested, but Hatherall is, obviously not quite as physical and dominant in carry, but still a very good carrier of the ball. Going to be good to see him get the start. Onto the bench, gone Theobald Thomas, Whitcomb, Hurd, Wells, Ilioni, Powell, Atkinson and Simmons. Theobald Thomas, similar sort of story to Vaines. What an opportunity for him. I bet he never imagined he'd be playing in the Champions Cup when he signed for us at the start of the season. Just another young hooker that looks very dynamic. Going to be good to see him out there. Great to see Ilioni given another opportunity. I think he's been very good so far this season. Hopefully we see more of him. And Harry Simmons, great to see him back from injury. I think his was it Premiership Cup game he got injured in. So it's going to be a good few months since he last took the field. Hopefully he can stay fit now and make a few more appearances. But yeah, as already said, bit of rotation, but still a very strong 23 that has all chance to get the result this afternoon. Onto the Stade team. Obviously, I apologise for any of the pronunciations that are a little bit skewiff, but I'll give it a go. So they've gone for backline Barre, Hamdoui, Marchant, Ward, Lauloy, Segolds and Zabalaza. Obviously, again, if any of those are wrong, I do apologise. But obviously, the main one for us England fans here is Joe Marchant. He was absolutely brilliant at the World Cup. Just a super impressive player that I'm sure will fit into the Stade team very well. He's going to be important to try and keep him quiet. Ward at 12 is another very experienced South African. He's their top try scorer. He's a very good player. And Barre at 15 as well. I think French under-20s last season. He's a very exciting young prospect, someone that I'm sure we could see in the French first team in a few years' time. Yeah, he's just a very explosive, quick fullback. So it's going to be important to try and keep him quiet. Into the pack, gone Gastes, Evaldi, Aloemil, Gabriel Guez, Pacenti, Makalu, Briati, and Hirogoyen. Again, sorry about the pronunciation on some of them. But yeah, Makalu is the star man I've put in there. He's a super dynamic number 6 who can also play on the wing, which is just ridiculous. Going to be important we try and keep him quiet. He's a super impressive French international. And Briati seems like they're kind of like glue almost to their back row. He's top 5 tackler in the top 14, makes lots of turnovers. He's a very impressive player. And Alou Emile is a Samoan international, so you expect him to be pretty impressive as well. I'm not going to attempt the substitutes because they've got some names that I probably will really butcher. But Gomez is an Argentine international there, 18, tight head prop replacement. So obviously as someone who doesn't watch top 14 too much, I don't recognise a lot of their names, but you expect them to be a very solid outfit, well drilled. They've gone for 6-2 split on the bench, so I'm sure they're going to be super physical, but with some exciting backs, and they're 5th in the top 14, so it shows they're a pretty solid outfit this season. And winning away in France is always a really difficult task for any Premiership side, but as shown already this season, obviously Quins and Exeter won last week away in France, so it can be done. You've just got to be super on it. You've got to make as limited amount of errors as possible, and just really, be really physical and really take it to the French. And you just never know. Obviously, we did it against Bordeaux 2 seasons ago with quite a rotated team at that point, if my memory serves me right as well. So it can be done. It's going to be very tough, but you never know. Prediction, I think I'm going to go with Stade by 5. I think they'll just about have enough, but it's going to be a really close game. But I can see us just sneaking a losing bonus point, which I think would be a very good result. I think if we can somehow beat Leicester at home, then get this losing bonus point, that should be enough to get to the knockout stages. But we'll see. It's going to be a super tough test, but as I already said, a test that I'm sure we're relishing. And McKellar's obviously first trip away in Europe, or the Champions Cup. Super excited to see what performance we can put out there and see if we can try and sneak a win. But bring it on, eh?